blessings falling on me. I got weapons, need no armies. That like Tetris, you don't know me. That my Betty, you don't know me. Okay, hey now, it's a new kid on the playground. So many bags on me, you would've thought I was just fragrant. Now they know I don't play around. I can hear what you saying now. I just doubled up my flight now. Coast to coast, know they in town. I get rich, watch, then I get a sick watch. Watch me hit the top.
Alright, so here's the thing. I've been driving this 2020 BMW 330i for the past week, and I am starting to understand why people get obsessed with these cars. Like, genuinely obsessed. 5 years after it first hit the streets, this thing still makes me grin like an idiot every time I press the gas pedal. And look, I have driven a lot of cars in my time, but there's something special about the way this BMW talks to you that's just different. So today, we are going to figure out exactly what makes the sedan so damn addictive. Okay, first things first. Can we just appreciate how this thing looks? I mean, seriously. The 330i hasn't aged like some cars that feel outdated after a few years. The grille, headlights, and overall shape still look sharp and purposeful. It's elegant without trying too hard, and that's something you don't see often these days. This kidney grille right here, it's actually 40% bigger than the old one. And get this, it's not just sitting here looking pretty. These little flaps open and close depending on whether the engine needs cooling or wants better aerodynamics. It's like the car is literally breathing, which is kinda cool when you think about it. This makes the 330i look aggressive without looking like it's compensating for anything, if you know what I mean. These headlights though, they are doing things to me. Those corona rings, classic BMW. Basically announcing expensive German car coming through, you know what I'm saying? The way they blend into the grille makes the whole front end look like one cohesive unit, instead of just stuck on parts. And the LED tech means you're not just getting that premium look, you're actually seeing better at night. And I can't stress this enough. Down here, these air intakes aren't just for show, they're actually working. Again, just please ignore my ignorant ass. The wind definitely won this round. Now, I love when form follows function like this. Every curve, every line has a job to do. It adds cooling the engine or slicing through the air more efficiently. From the side, the 330i looks pretty long and maintains its aggressive form factor. The side profile is classic BMW proportions. Long hood, short overhangs, and that character line that runs from headlights to taillight, like it's trying to slice through the air itself. Now, does its long form factor equal more interior space? We'll see. But first, can we talk about these wheel options? The 330i comes standard with 17-inch alloy wheels, featuring a multi-spoke design that gives you functionality while still being stylish. The wheels are designed to provide adequate brake cooling while maintaining an attractive appearance that complements the vehicle's overall design theme. They totally transformed this car from my dad's sedan to I clearly make better life choices than you. The rear end is clean, sophisticated, and those L-shaped taillights are like BMW's signature on a masterpiece. They immediately scream BMW, but in a good way. And spot the exhaust tips, individual outlets on each side. Because if you're going to make a sports sedan, you better make it look the part, right? The trunk lid has a subtle integrated spoiler that enhances the vehicle's aerodynamic performance while adding a sporty element to the design. The spoiler is shaped to manage airflow separation at the rear of the vehicle, reducing drag and improving stability at highway speeds. Alright, let's get inside because this is where BMW really shows off. The first time I sat in here, I spent like 10 minutes just adjusting things and going, ooh, that's nice. These seats, man, they've got this perfect balance where they hold you in place when you're having fun. But they don't feel like you're strapped in a race car when you're just commuting. 8-way power adjustment, memory settings, all the good stuff. And this sensor tech material actually feels like real leather. I was honestly surprised. The seat design shows BMW's attention to ergonomics, with adjustable lumbar support and extendable thigh cushions, which I believe are only available on higher trim levels. The rear bench accommodates 3 passengers, though 2 adults will find it the most comfortable. The 40-20-40 split folding rear seats provide flexibility for cargo loading. Rear passengers above 5 foot won't enjoy adequate legroom, especially with taller people in the front seats. The rear seats feature center armrests with cup holders and maintain the same upholstery quality as the front seats. The cabin features clean lines, premium materials, and intuitive ergonomics that create an environment focused on the driving experience. The horizontal dashboard design creates a sense of spaciousness while maintaining the cockpit-like feel BMW is known for. Man damn, the dashboard layout is pure BMW. Everything angled towards the driver because apparently passengers don't matter. The materials are soft touch when they need to be, and the fit and finish is tight enough to make Swiss watchmakers absolutely jealous. The center console provides multiple storage compartments, including a large central storage bin with a sliding cover. This area houses the wireless charging pad, USB ports, and 12-volt power outlet. The console design prioritizes easy access while maintaining a clean appearance. Each door panel features storage pockets, sized for water bottles and small items. The door panels themselves also showcase BMW's attention to detail, with premium materials and integrated controls for windows and mirrors. This 12.3-inch screen in front of me is basically my new best friend. You can customize it however you want and prioritize different informations based on your preferences. It just makes sense, which is more than I can say for some other luxury cars I have driven. The display includes traditional speedometer and tachometer graphics, alongside navigation, media, and vehicle status information. And then there is this guy, the 8.8-inch 7.0 system. I think 10.25 inches on higher trims. I'll be honest, older iDrive systems made me want to throw things. This one, it's actually intuitive. Touch it, talk to it, use the controller, whatever feels natural in the moment. Apple CarPlay connects instantly, and with the wireless charging pad, you literally just drop your phone and forget about it. But you know, little things matter too, like how the climate control just works without you thinking about it, or how there's actually places to put your stuff. I know that sounds basic, but you'd be amazed how many luxury cars forget about the basics. With climate controls positioned intuitively and all major functions easily accessible to the driver. With the 330i, you have the ability to customize everything until you've spent 3 hours in your driveway. Oh, and if you spring for the Harman Kardon system, dude, it would be like having your own personal concert. Because this trim I have is great, but not quite Harman Kardon. I mean, features 6 speakers positioned strategically throughout the cabin. While not audiophile grade, the system provides clear sound reproduction suitable for most listening preferences. Now let's get to the good stuff. So pop the hood and you'll find this 2.0 liter turbo 4-cylinder. And before you roll your eyes at just 4 cylinders, let me stop you right there. This little engine makes 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. That's more power than most V6s from a few years ago. And it will get you from 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds. Honestly, this guy punches way above its weight class. But here's the thing about numbers. They don't tell you how it feels. And this thing feels way more powerful than those numbers suggest. I don't think you get it. There is no lag and no waiting around for the turbo to wake up. You think about accelerating and it's already happening. It's got this immediate response that makes city driving way more fun than it has any right to be. It's like having a caffeinated squirrel under the hood that is always ready to go. The engine note isn't earth-shattering, but it's got this purposeful growl that says you're driving something special. Kinda just reminds you this isn't a Camry, but it's refined enough that it won't annoy your neighbors at 6 a.m. And this 8-speed automatic is legitimately smart. In comfort mode, it's as smooth as butter. Now switch to sport, and suddenly it's reading your mind, holding gears longer, downshifting exactly when you want it to. The paddle shifters actually work too. I mean, some cars ignore you, but this one lets you play along, like it's just getting warmed up. The power delivery is linear and predictable, which means you can use all of it without feeling like you're playing with fire. But now, behaving myself becomes a real challenge. Okay, so here's where things get even more interesting. Now, I've driven some sports sedans, and most of them are either comfortable or fun. This one manages to be both, and that's not easy to pull off. The steering is what gets me. It's not overly heavy, it's not artificially light, it's just right. And I don't mean to sound like Goldilocks here, but you can feel what the front wheels are doing, which sounds nerdy, but trust me, it makes all the difference. Turn the wheel, and the car goes exactly where you pointed it. No drama, no surprises, just precise control. And somehow, BMW made it comfortable too. I mean, I daily drove this thing for a week. Traffic, potholes, construction zones, and it never once felt punishing. The drive modes aren't just marketing nonsense either. EcoPro genuinely turns it into a different car. Throttle response gets lazy, the transmission shifts like it's trying to save every drop of fuel. Even the air conditioning chills out. It's actually pretty impressive how much the personality changes. It's like having 3 cars in one. Now let's address the elephant in the room: fuel economy and costs. But here's the thing: if you're buying a BMW, you're not buying it to save money. You're buying it because you want the ultimate driving machine. And sometimes, the ultimate driving machine requires ultimate financial commitment. Now, I'm a huge tech guy, but some of this stuff is genuinely useful. The safety features don't feel like they're babysitting you. They are just there when you need them. Forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, it's all standard. And it all works without being annoying. I hate when safety systems are overly aggressive, but BMW calibrated this just right. So let's talk about the practical stuff, because at the end of the day, this needs to work as a real car, not just a weekend toy. Trunk space is totally fine for a sedan this size. Golf clubs, grocery runs, airport trips, no problems. Backseat isn't so comfortable for 2 adults, but kids won't complain on longer drives. Now look, this is a BMW. Maintenance isn't Honda Civic cheap, and parts aren't going to be rock bottom prices. But here's the thing: if you're cross-shopping this against other luxury sports sedans, the costs are pretty much in line with everything else in this class. And honestly, this generation has been pretty solid. I mean, 5 years in, most of the early bugs have been worked out. It's not going to strand you on the side of the road. And with proper maintenance, these engines are actually quite robust. So here's my take after living with this thing for a week. The 2020 BMW 330i is what happens when a company actually listens to what people want in a sports sedan. It's quick enough to be genuinely fun. It's comfortable enough for daily driving, but engaging enough that you'll actually look forward to your commute. The tech works without being overwhelming, and the build quality feels like it'll last. Is it perfect? Nah. The fuel economy assumes you have more self-control than I do. And yes, BMW maintenance is a thing, but honestly, the experience is worth it. This is one of those cars that just gets under your skin. Every time I drive it, I find something new to appreciate. The way it sounds when you start it up, how the steering wheel feels in your hands, the way it seems to shrink around you on a good road. Look, there are cheaper ways to get from A to B. There are more practical cars, more efficient cars, and even faster cars. But if you want something that makes the journey as important as the destination, this is it. So, if you want a BMW 330i, well, congratulations! You've just told the world you have excellent taste and questionable financial priorities. But it's good. Like really good. Question is it $45,000 good? Drop a like for my first car review on this channel. Let me know in the comments what you would like me to cover next time, and definitely subscribe to the channel to stay tuned for more car reviews. Thank you for your time. Till we see again. Bye bye.
Get it, put them peas up in the stoley. You gon' drive 1,000 miles till his pockets keep on growing. I be skating on the ice on my neck like a goalie. When she with you, yeah, shorty, she pursuing me. Would hate if I was you, yeah. We the best to do it, baby.